Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have for you another episode of Old School Shoots, and I am joined today by the Gentleman's Combatives cat. So there might be some meows in the middle of this recording, but got to get it done. This is another episode of an excursion that I was unaware of until discovering these videos on Michael Mousebox's classic martial arts YouTube channel. Apollo Cook Enterprises Ace Martial Arts Challenge, whatever. There's a few matches on here with rings, guys. So if you don't know who Apollo Cook is, fairly famous karateka kickboxer in his time, but he's the coach of Todd Hollywood Hayes in Choke. He's the guy who goes, the man who beat the man who beat the man, in a very silly way, and they have a big bitch about the rules. In just a standard kickboxer coming into a mixed martial arts fight way. But here we have Tsuyoshi Kosaka taking on a man I have actually seen once before. No, I lied, twice before. Scott Sullivan. So Scott Sullivan showed up in Pancrase a couple of times. Apparently fought shoot boxing. I'm not 100% sure about that. I can't really find a huge amount of it, but I have seen him. He does exist. He is a real boy. And here he is on Apollo Cook Enterprises taking on Tsuyoshi Kosaka in this old school shoot under rings rules. So, let's check this one out after they've been brought to the center of the ring. And of course we got Yoshihisa Yamamoto all up in there in unnecessary cornerman in a pimpin' white tracksuit there. Alright. And here we go. There's some interesting sponsor cubes or whatever on the ring posts. Alright, match is underway. Low kick from Kosaka. Eats one back from Sullivan and then immediately sits back on the leg, digging for that heel. Sullivan defending fairly well, getting his hands in there, and so Kosaka's had to change direction. Don't do that! Scott Sullivan immediately starts thinking about the leg and then loses all the defense that he was building up, although he has managed to get his hand back in there and is keeping nicely stacked up on, like, just generally gumming up the works for TK. It's kind of hard to finish a... my cat's meowing. Well, let's hope you guys can't hear it. Kind of hard to finish a heel hook or a toe hold or whatever when the other guy's hands are in there. TK trying to elevate with butterfly hooks. Sullivan back on top, basing out nicely. I'm not sure if you heard the ring announcer say while he was talking about Scott Sullivan, but Sullivan has been working apparently with Hicks and Gracie and manages to slip around with a nice pass on TK there. Oh, all the way around into the armbar. That's actually pretty nice, Scott. Where was this during your Pancrase run? Has a pretty nice run, but good defense for TK, stacked up all the way over and back into mount, which is a bad place to be. Scott too greedy on that armbar, and TK able to, come up on top. Oh, going around the back of the head for a Americana here. Sort of the V1 arm lock for anybody who watches any Yoshiaki Fujiwara instructionals. Back on the legs, chasing the legs, getting the elevator hooks in, trying to TK scissors because he did not have a leg entangled. And is now getting based out by Scott. Trying to kick up the TK scissors, but still not getting it. Scott on top. They're all hung up in the ropes. Nice bridge from TK. Scott hanging onto the head here. And posting with his other hand. Having trouble sort of getting anything off here in the offense against TK. But still, TK trying to belly down here. Being difficult to move. And I am kind of inclined to believe that Scott Sullivan spent some time in the shoot boxing promotion, because you don't get shorts like that with the cool little belt in them unless you've been in shoot boxing or getting tights similar. But I could be wrong. Finally, TK's managed to create some space. We get Sullivan to sit back, digging for that heel, going back out for the leg. Going for the straight ankle lock. Scott himself going after the heel. Interesting choice. TK's most of the way out of that one. Digging for the back. Coming up on top. Interesting, fun little grappling. Good to see Scott Sullivan making significant improvements in his grappling since his time in Pancrase in, 94? Alright, and arm triangle here. And tap. And that's it. Unless they call it the rope escape. What are they going to call it? Escape. They're going to call it an escape. Yeah, and Yamamoto's whinging about it. Just start the fight again, referee. Ah! Yeah, no, I understand that one. So, don't get bullied by the cornerman there, you Gronk. You fool! Referee should have just stood by his thing and called the rope escape there, but oh well. 3 minutes, your winner is Tsuyoshi Kosaka with a very nice arm triangle, but Scott Sullivan's lack of confidence, lack of understanding with the rules, causing him some issues there, and then getting the referee willingly getting bullied by Yoshihisa Yamamoto. How very silly. Alright, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that one. I was just more interested in showing like a shoot fighting rules fight on US soil. And thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I shall see you all next time.